Our next question here deals with speed, distance, and time. It's a speed, distance, time word problem. Okay, this one is not in your textbook. However, it is part of it could be an exam question. Right, so a cyclist covers a distance of X kilometers at 60 kilometers per hour. Right, that is the speed. It will take 80 minutes longer if she cycled at 12 kilometers per hour. Determine the distance she needs to travel. Okay, so let's go back. A cyclist covers a distance of X kilometers at 60 kilometers per hour. Alright, so what do we know? The speed is 60 kilometers per hour. Right, the distance is X kilometers. The time is unknown. Okay, so let's work out the time. So our t, if we make t the subject of the formula, t is going to equal to X kilometers divided by 60 kilometers. Now the per hour is the same as writing down per hour like that. So it's divide by h. So I'm just showing you the units of measurements. So we got X kilometers. Now there's my fraction here. I'm dividing by 60 kilometers per hour. So I will be multiplying by 1 hour divided by 60 kilometers. So you can see that kilometers and kilometers, they will cancel. So you end up with X divided by 60 hours. So that is the time taken. Okay, so we worked out the time in terms of X there. So time is equal to X divided by 60 of an hour. Alright, so now the second sentence there, it will take 80 minutes longer if she cycled at 12 kilometers per hour. Right, so it's the same situation, yeah? The same distance traveled. So remember now, we know that S is equal to D over T. But this time, if she's traveling at 12 kilometers per hour, so I got 12 kilometers per hour. Same distance, which is X kilometers. The distance hasn't changed, but now the time is changing. Okay, so now it will take her 80 minutes longer, okay, than the original time. So what was the original time? The original time that we worked out was X over 60. So but now, whatever that time was, we need to add on 80 minutes because she's traveling at a slower speed there. So the time there was X over 60 plus 80 minutes. Okay, but now it's not just X over 60, it's X over 60 hours. So we got a problem here. Right, a small problem because this is in hours and this is minutes. Okay, so now what do we know? We know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so how many minutes do I have there? I have 80 minutes. 80 minutes, so this is an equation. So therefore I will multiply by 80 and divide by 60. Why am I doing this? So I want 60 and 60 to cancel. I just want 80 on the right hand side. So whatever I do on the right hand side, I must do on the left hand side. So that's 80 over 60. So therefore 60 and 60 cancel. You end up with 80 minutes. And 80 over 60 is the same as 4 over 3 hours. Okay, So 80 minutes is the same as 4 over 3 hours. So now if I go back here, I got my x kilometers divided by, I got my x over 60 hours plus, this was the time plus the 80 minutes, and now the 80 minutes is the same as 4 over 3 hours. On the left hand side, I got my 12 kilometers per hour. Okay, just leaving out all the units there. We don't want to mix up everything. So now, what do we have here? We have a fraction. Okay, so what we can do now is we can cross multiply or multiply by x over 60 plus 4 over 3 on the right and x over 60 plus 4 over 3 on the left. It's the same thing as cross multiplying. So I've got 12 times x over 60 plus 4 over 3 is equal to x. So now let's remove the brackets there. I got 12 times x over 60 there, which is going to give me 12x over 60, and then I got 12 times 4 over 3. 12 times 4 is 48 over 3 is equal to x. Okay, I can simplify this further. So 12 over 60 is the same as 1 over 5x, and I got 48 over 3, which is the same as 16, is equal to x. So therefore 16 is equal to x minus 1 over 5x. So therefore 16 is equal to 5 over 5x minus 1 over 5x. So 16 is equal to 4 over 5x there. Okay. So therefore x is equal to 20. If you multiply by 5 over 4 on both sides, you can see that x is equal to 20 there. So now, what did we just work out here? We worked out x is equal to 20. So what is x? X is the distance. So therefore, your distance traveled is equal to 20 kilometers. Now, how do you know if this, how can you check if this is correct? Let's go back. All right. So now, right, so what was the time in the first situation? Okay, what was the time in the second situation? So the time here in the first situation, when she was traveling at 60 kilometers per hour, remember the time was x divided by 60. All right, hours. So what was x that we just worked out now? It was 20 divided by 60. So 20 divided by 60 is the same as 1 over 3 hours. Okay, so that is your time. When she was traveling at 60 kilometers per hour, the time was 1 over 3 hours. Okay, if you want to convert this to minutes, to make for it to make more sense to you, 1 over 3 hours is the same as 20 minutes there. Okay, because 20, 20, 20 will give you 20 plus 20 plus 20 will give you 60. Right, that will be an hour. So 1/3 of an hour is 20 minutes. In the second situation, let's call this T1. Right, in the second situation, what did we state? It takes 80 minutes longer. All right, so let's take this here now. So we got 20 minutes plus 80 minutes is equal to 100 minutes. Okay, So now, how do we know if 100 minutes is correct? What was the time taken in the second situation? It was x over 60 plus 4 over 3. Alright, that was the time taken in the second situation. So x over 60 plus 4 over 3. So my x over 60 plus 4 over 3. So what was x over 60? That was 20 over 60 plus 4 over 3. So 20 over 60 was 1 over 3 plus 4 over 3. That was our hours. So 1 over 3 plus 4 over 3 is 5 over 3. So what is 5 over 3? So we're saying 5 over 3 hours. Okay. So what is 5 over 3 hours? So we know that 1 over 3 hours is 20 minutes. So we know 1 over 3 times 5 is equal to 5 over 3. So 1 over 3 is 20. 20 times 5 will equal to 100 minutes. So you can see that it does take her 80 minutes longer. Right.